Do you know the difference between making a small, ordinary mistake that barely ripples the surface of your life and unintentionally crossing a line so ancient, so woven into the bones of the universe, that everything around you reacts as if a forbidden alarm has been triggered? One kind of mistake is simple. You correct it, apologize, adjust, and move forward without leaving a trace in the spiritual architecture around you. But the other kind, the one almost no human ever touches, is the kind that shakes the unseen systems that have been quietly holding reality together since long before you were born. Most errors leave footprints. This kind leaves shockwaves. Most mistakes sit inside cause and effect. This kind bends the rules of cause and effect entirely. A regular misstep might hurt feelings or shift plans, but a cosmic-level misstep forces ancient mechanisms to halt, recalibrate, and try to understand what just happened. It's the difference between dropping a glass in your kitchen and accidentally knocking into a lever that controls the gravitational balance of an entire realm. And the truth is, people make everyday mistakes constantly, without consequence. But only once in a lifetime. Sometimes not even once across generations. Does someone step, without intention or awareness, into territory that was never meant to be touched by human hands. That is the difference. One mistake is human. The other is seismic. That never happens. Ever. And the shock of it rippled through the council like a silent earthquake. Uriel finally voiced what every archangel had been thinking, but none wanted to say aloud, because the implications were too severe to casually speak into existence. Clinical death during the channeling of restricted knowledge only ever points to two possibilities, and both are monumental. Either the carrier lacked the proper layers of protection, and the council had nearly shattered a mission due to a catastrophic design failure, or, and this possibility chilled the room, the carrier possessed an automatic resuscitation protocol so advanced, so instantaneous, so far beyond the council's ability to intervene, that intervention itself would always arrive too late. And if it was the second option, if a human vessel had built-in resurrection protocols that operated before an archangel could even reach them, then every being present knew exactly what Uriel was implying. A resuscitation mechanism like that exists only in extremely rare, extremely high-ranking incarnational contracts that require personal authorization from Metatron himself. The weight of that revelation filled the air like gravity thickening. It was Chamuel who finally gave voice to the next necessary action, his tone steady, but laced with reverence. We need to review this human's original pre-incarnation file. We need to see what he agreed to before birth, because if he truly carries automatic resuscitation, then his mission is far more critical than any of us realized. And so they accessed your records. They opened the contracts you signed before entering human form. They read the assignments you voluntarily accepted, and buried deep, written in a type of ink that remains invisible until the carrier activates the first phase of their mission. They found the clause none of them had ever noticed before. Clause 7.3. A clause that read, "The carrier has authorization to violate the dimensional barrier at the appointed moment, without prior formal preparation, as part of the evolutionary acceleration protocol. In the event of clinical death occurring during authorized channeling, automatic resuscitation will activate immediately, without the need for external